I bet you wonder why we're walking through this winter not-so-wonderland. Well, I decided to take Anthony away, and I expected way better weather, but we're going to make the most of this. I love me some Anthony, even though I don't love love. That's my baby. So follow us along on this winter journey. Hey guys.
What up, what up, what up?
Welcome back to another episode of Insert Subject here.
Yeah.
I'm Nakia.
Oh, man.
And do you notice anything different? Well, in last week's episode, I talked about how much I despise love. However, the one thing that I do love is a good surprise. So this Valentine's Day weekend, I surprised Anthony by taking him to this lovely Airbnb.
Yeah. Total surprise.
The Bread Barn. It is here in Virginia, and in a previous episode, we said we were going to start looking at unique stays in different places throughout the United States, and I have become obsessed with unique stays. So,
Yeah, very obsessed with unique stays.
So I decided to surprise him in more ways than one. So stick around through this episode while we share different places that we went, different things that we got, and there might be some surprises and goodies along the way. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the page, turn the notification bell on, and make sure you're following us on IG as well. That's where we announce all of our giveaway winners.
And if you love what we're doing, share this video with a friend and tell them watch it.
Yeah. So be right back. Yeah. So here is the Bread Barn, which is located in, and I hope I don't get Tom'd on this, but Raffine, Virginia.
Hey Tom, I think that's still wrong, but go ahead.
It doesn't matter. Anyways, we were staying on the property of Fawn and Daniel, and they put this lovely bread barn together over top of an actual working bakery.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we were in the thicks and throes of a winter storm.
It was ice and stuff. I almost fell. It was crazy out there.
Yeah, but then we could have stayed and we could have been millionaires. But this is the shot when you first come in. It had such a cozy vibe. Everything was just very homey. I guess it reminded me of like the Magnolia homes. It had the window seating where you could just sit, and we did, and just look out over their property.
The barn in the back.
Yeah, they stay on this property as well, and I like how they really made the most of this small space, because this is considered a smaller home. And behind this barn door here is a washer and dryer, and beside that is a refrigerator.
But look at that bread.
This is a package that Fawn put together for us with the, I hope I don't get Tom'd again, challah bread.
Y'all can't see me when I'm talking. That's what I'm saying.
And then I love the floating shelves above the sink area, and really made the most of the space so that we still had dishes. No dishwasher or anything.
Wash by hand. I was the dishwasher by hand, because you know Boo took me away. I was like, at least I can do is wash a few dishes. You feel me?
Yeah, and that I really enjoy how they made this space. And you saw that they had the little island in the middle so that you could have some space to sit there and eat as well.
It has a real homey feel though. I think the wood and the colors really gave it a super homey feel. Like it just felt cozy to me.
I think we should play a drinking game for how many times we say homey and cozy.
We didn't say homey and cozy that much, but anyway.
We did. And look, she even left us some laundry detergent.
Where they do that at? They don't do that in no hotels. You heard me.
No, they don't. And all of these seats, and I want to say we sat in each and every seat, everything was comfortable. You can see their cars outside, because they do stay on this property as well.
They live right across the way.
Make hay while the sun shines, and then make whoopee when the moon shines.
Boom.
And just in case we needed to bring our kids, I got a place that could accommodate children, and this was so cute. It kind of made me wish I did bring them, because look at this.
Yeah, the teepee was dope.
Oh,
the teepee was super dope. Like, it caught my eyes as soon as I walked in the room.
And they had little pillows inside of there for you to sit on as well. And they had heaters, because it did get rather cool in this barn. And I like how they had the little lights over top of the beds as well. And they had little toys and books for kids. So in the event that you are traveling with kids, or even if you need extra space for other people, there is bunk beds. And I love the little framed words. I'm not really a big picture person, but I do enjoy framed words. Is that a such thing?
Framed words. And it is bunk beds, but the top was a twin. The bottom was like a full size or a queen. It was a really nice size bed. And more decorative pieces, the bathroom. Look at me. Hello, everyone.
And they, again, made the most of the space with keeping everything nice and quaint and cozy. Take a shot because I said cozy.
Quaint and cozy. And warm. Take another one.
And look, they had cows on the property. And just in case you were interested in helping out and being a farmhand, they do allow for you to do that as well. Look at that.
That was me hiding. I was trying to get out the shot.
And then this is the room that we stayed in. And I like how they did the pops of color with the greenery. Even though everything was very white, and tan, you got your little pops of color. And then you had a full-length mirror. There was no closet, but they did have this on the wall where you could hang up clothing and more decorative
I thought that
pieces.
was cool.
Yeah, I might actually try that with sombreros. And then they did have a dresser in the room in the event that you wanted to place your clothes away, and another heater.
I didn't place clothes away.
Well, I did. So Fawn offered a lot of recommendations of places to eat and to visit while we were staying in the Bread Barn. So I took a lot of her recommendations, two of which the first night we went to Haywood's.
Yeah.
And it was actually Haywood's birthday.
Haywood. He had turned 100. I saw his picture in the men's bathroom.
Don't know who he is. Don't know what he's famous for. Don't even know if Haywood is his first name or his last name. But whatever, we ate there. We were cautioned quite a few times about the 2-hour dining time limit.
Too many times.
Yeah, it was a bit intrusive. It kind of made me take pause about the restaurant, but the staff was really, really good. It was his birthday. So, Anthony, you had a B&B?
I had a B&B. A B&B. Yeah. I had a B&B. First time I had it was brandy and Benedictine or something like that. Hey Tom, I'm gonna do it to myself because I don't even know what it was. I didn't even look at it. It was really good though. It was like a Swedish old-fashioned type of drink.
And I had a prosecco, and it was on the house, and that was pretty dope.
It was Woody's birthday. I kept calling him Woody.
And if you happen to dine at Haywood's, ask to be in the piano room.
Yeah.
There was a lovely little gentleman who came and tickled the ivories.
That's what it looked like to me.
And that's exactly what it sounded like.
He was trying to rock off though. It just wasn't they had like jazz pumping through the restaurant the entire time we were there, which was cool. It wasn't like smooth jazz. It was
that I wouldn't even classify that as jazz.
They had instrumental music.
It was as if it was like river dance. If somebody calls river dance tap dance, it's not. It's not.
But it was, again, the food was good. It wasn't great. It was good though, and it was a lofty price tag, but
yeah,
I don't think it was really worth the price tag. But if you're there and you don't have to do the Valentine's Day prefix menu, you may enjoy it better.
So the Bread Barn has no TVs. I forgot to mention that when we were touring it. But what I did was I put together a party pack of some different games for us to stay entertained while we were there. So we did dominoes, face.
I didn't know how good I was at dominoes.
I kicked your butt on the last one.
The last game.
Doesn't matter.
And she stole my points. So we had a little friendly wager for the Valentine's Day times. And she cheated to not pay up on the wager.
I wish y'all could see my face right now because I am shocked and appalled. But so if you plan to stay at the Bread Barn, or if you're staying at any Airbnb which does not have televisions, just make sure you put together a little party pack of things to keep you entertained. There was Wi-Fi, so if you did want to bring a laptop or an iPad or something to watch television, you could. But we were just fine.
Surprisingly, I didn't feel like I missed out not having television. We had the music playing, the little Spotify playlist, the YouTube playlist, and we just enjoyed each other's company. So I feel like if you do this one, this is a really good place to go to reconnect with your significant other, because there's nothing to distract you.
Correct.
Other than the cows out the window.
And they do have a fire pit there. Of course, it was covered in snow, so we couldn't go out there. But they have hiking trails and a bunch of other things in the area for you to do if you want to enjoy the great outdoors. They have vineyard tours and a bunch of other stuff. So there are a lot of things to do in Virginia. We just got snowed in and didn't get to enjoy as much. Because Fawn offered so many delicious baked goodies, I just reheated them, and she gave me instructions on how to reheat the pastries. So we had those for breakfast.
They were lit, bro.
And so we only went out for lunch and dinner. And so for lunch, we recommend going to a place called McAdoo's.
McAdoo's was dope.
And their menu, it was comprised of like sandwiches, wraps,
fried tenders, buffalo wings. It was college,
but it was all named different things.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have like a beef brisket sandwich. They would have like a funny name for it, like the Elvis Come Lately or something. I don't know. And it sounded like when we got there, we were the only darker complected people.
Yeah.
And so it seemed like they turned the music
Like
up.
it was silence when we went upstairs and were seated.
Yeah.
And then they were like, so I looked around the restaurant and there was like one other couple there. And there was a black guy there. And we sat down. I was like, the number's 3, because the music went up to like insanely loud levels.
And they were playing like
My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time.
And I think they even played like Belle Biv DeVoe.
Belle Biv DeVoe Poison.
And I was like,
they gave it up for us.
They did. Service was great. The food was okay.
I enjoyed my bang bang shrimp.
I had a fish sandwich.
Yes.
But I asked about the potato salad, which was the worst thing to do. And then she was like, it was so good. It was not.
It was not. It had the skin on the potatoes and everything. It was disgusting.
And so then we ended the evening at a place which I was really, really, really looking forward to. Another recommendation from Fawn. It was called Zen. We'll put the name in here because I don't know how to say it. But it was Southern-inspired cuisine. It was a prefix. We had the option to do the prefix menu or the regular one. I said, freak it. It's Valentine's Day. Let's do the prefix.
So the waitress comes over and we order our food. And my baby ordered everything. And then she saw the prefix menu that I had showed her earlier. And she was like, oh, I didn't see this. So the waitress comes back over, we stop her. And she said, can we switch to this? And the waitress was like, sure. So she's picking the stuff off of the menu that she wants. So the waitress says, you get all 4. She says, okay, I think I just want the... And I had to stop and like, ma'am, I'm sorry. I took a nap. She didn't. So, bear with it. And she was like, oh, all of it. Never mind. Just that thing. And put the menu down.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that lovely story time.
I appreciate it.
So that is a restaurant I would definitely recommend. They had so many different things on the menu that I would love to go back and try. So I just say, go give it a shot. I even ate the flowers out of my drink.
Bro, they had one of the dishes, one of the courses was a lobster pot pie. I wish I could have taken one home and go. It was so good. And they didn't skimp on the lobster. And they didn't skimp on that homemade southern biscuit that they put on top of it. It was really, 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 really good.
So, as I said, we stayed in the Bread Barn. Fawn and Daniel were absolutely wonderful hosts. They provided us with a lot of goodies, everything that you see here.
Hits.
Yeah, everything is homemade. The Bread Barn is actually situated right over top of a working bakery.
Yeah, you heard her. We're sleeping above a working bakery in a barn, but it's dope. Like I was pleasantly surprised. It's dope. Great.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. They were an absolute pleasure to work with. We had some ice issues because while we were here, it snowed.
So I text Daniel like, "Hey, Danny boy, do y'all have any ice melt? I was sprinkling and all that stuff." He was like, "I'll come and bring a metal shovel." and he came up. He was looking for a shovel, and he went to the bakery and got some kosher salt. And he left the kosher salt for us. I was like, oh, that was so sweet. And then he left. He was like, he texted me, you need anything else, just holler.
Yeah, they were absolutely
It was dope.
great. So we highly recommend staying here. We'll link the information for where we stay so you can check it out as well. And we also will link our Airbnb code so that you can get money off of your first day. It'll benefit you. It'll benefit us.
Because we won't keep traveling to Airbnbs.
Yeah, and if you would like to continue to see unique stays, because I have so many more in my Barney bag.
And they shall come.
And we'll take you along the way.
And check for the playlist. We're going to have all the travel stuff in the travel playlist. So if you're only here for the travel stuff, go there. If you're only here for the ish talking, we set everything in playlist. So we're going to cover a little bit of everything. So we want everybody to know where to go to get what they came here for. You feel?
Especially if you want to travel on a budget.
Travel for the low.
So I'm Nakia.
I'm man.
And
Thanks for stopping by to talk some ish with us today.
Bye.